So, the people on the right, as always, they have found something else to talk about, something else to be obsessed about. Ban the burqa. Now, at the very minimum, you'd expect, if you are going to hold a position, be able to reiterate and be able to, at the very minimum, make like a basic level argument for it and why you think it should be the case. You would think that is a requirement. But for these people, it's not the case. Watch this.
Be banned?
Yes, definitely.
Why?
I don't like them.
Well, but since when? I mean, you might not like women wearing miniskirts. You think they should be banned?
If we went in their country and tried to wear a miniskirt, we would be carted off.
But what harm are they doing?
England does not have burkas. We've never had burkas in this country, and it's now they're taking over the burkas.
Well, how is a burqa? How is it take? What's it taking over?
Well, we never had. We always had a nice way of, not a nice way, but the way of killing our animals was I've forgotten the word, but anyway.
A nice way of killing animals.
A nice way of killing animals.
Bit of an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's a nice way of killing an animal? Diane?
Well, you know what I mean, don't you?
Not really. I don't think it's a particularly nice way of killing an animal.
All right, let's get away from that a minute.
Just to be clear, these are the same people that would have the same voting rights when it comes to deciding who should actually take charge and lead this country. These are the same people that will get the same rights. Now, I'm not for taking away voting rights from people, but decision making is very, very important, okay? You believe the burkas should be banned. Okay, all right. Why? Because it's taking over the country. How many people actually wear this stuff? If you're not like a super religious person, you most likely wouldn't even be wearing it. In fact, I'm willing to bet most women that are religious, specifically Islam, I doubt they even wear this on a day-to-day at the very minimum. The people that wear this on a day-to-day, they're very, very rare. This idea that they're taking over, again, just fits into the narrative of these people on the right. The migrants are coming on the boat. They're going to take over. The great replacement theory. Everything just seems to be that they're getting taken over. They've been saying this for the last 20, 30 years, and they still haven't been taken over yet. Maybe you're not getting taken over at all. How about that?
Now they're bringing in halal.
What's wrong with that? What harm does that do to you?
This is not England.
Well, it is England. It is England. It's been England for decades.
It's getting more and more of these people trying to change our ways.
How are they trying to change your ways, Diane?
Well, for one thing, I don't want to see halal meat in the supermarket.
Why not? Why does that offend you? You don't have to buy it. You don't have to eat it.
No, I don't eat it because I'm a vegetarian, actually.
What? Right, okay. So you're not going to eat it anyway. So what's the issue with it?
I just think it's cruel, the way the animals are killed.
And what's cruel about the burqa?
The burqa's not cruel, except when the women try to go swimming and the men can dance around in their shorts and everything, and the women have got to go in and...
But what harm does it do to you or anybody else if a woman's wearing a burqa?
I just don't like it.
But that's fine.
England is...
There are many things people don't like about the way you do things. And then to talk about killing animals, you don't like the way they kill them. There is no nice way to kill an animal. I don't know if you know that. And from someone that probably is a British person, you probably would have eaten at the very minimum once in your life bacon. And if bacons are going to get killed, that means obviously, no, not bacons, but if you're going to make bacons, you're going to have to kill pigs. Do you have any idea how pigs are killed in this country? So this idea that I don't like halal because the way they killed. Okay, what if they killed them in a nice way? Would you be fine with it? Probably not, okay? And this whole idea of banning the burqa, it doesn't hurt anyone, okay? It's just how people live their life. Most people don't even wear it anyways. Like, what is this obsession? They just have to obsess over something else. Because if they don't, then this idea of them getting taken over, everything falls apart. So they gotta be able to latch onto something. And you can see it right here. She can't even regurgitate the basic narratives she actually hears online. At the very minimum, be able to regurgitate the nonsense you hear online. At the very minimum. because obviously you can't substantiate any real point. So we expect you to be able to regurgitate the things you read online. She can't even do that.
England is not the same
You're
anymore.
entitled.
It's changing.
You're entitled not to like it. I might not like what you wear, Diane. I wouldn't ban you from doing it, though.
No, but listen, when I went to Turkey with my niece,
Yes.
she was asked to leave a supermarket because her outfit was a bit too risque at the top.
But that's a bit different, isn't it? Because
They didn't like her the way she was dressed, and they asked her to leave, which she did. When I went to Malta, I was in a cathedral, and I was asked to wear a head covering.
But what British normal value or religious law does wearing a burqa breach in your view?
It's not a case of breaching; it's a case of they're taking over.
Isn't it? Because in the country, how are they taking? What are they taking? So you can't move in Plymouth. You can't turn left, right, everywhere you look. There's people wearing burqas, are there?
Not yet, but there will be in a minute.
What do you mean they're taking over? You can't go in a shop in this country anymore. You can't buy a pair of jeans in Britain anymore. You can't buy a T-shirt in this country because every shop you go in, all you can get is a burqa. Come on.
No, you're exaggerating, aren't you?
You're the one telling me it's taking over. What is it taking over?
He is exaggerating. The irony of that, honestly. He is the one who is exaggerating. The burqa, what does that even mean? Genuinely, what does it actually mean? This just seems like something that came out of bloody Tommy Robinson group chat that told them, hey, this is the narrative for this week, so spread it out there. And she forgot to get the rest of the information on what it actually meant. And she just came and said it anyways. Honestly, these people are actually hilarious. Everything is always taking over. People that come on the boats are taking over. Islam is taking over. Burqa is taking over. Halal is taking over. Everything is always taking over for them. Nothing is ever just normal for them. Everything is always taking over. Anything that they don't like is always taking over, more specifically.
It is. I never saw...
what is it, Diane? What is it taking over?
First of all, I'd see the odd burqa here and there. Now I'm seeing them everywhere.
And what proportion of people that you see are wearing burqas?
I don't believe the women enjoy wearing those things anyway.
Diane, what proportion of people that you see are wearing burqas?
When I go into town or when I'm going into shops, I see women.
Right, and it's taking most of them are wearing burqas.
Getting on our local buses.
So if I come down to Plymouth on the train tomorrow, I will everywhere I look there will be burqas.
Not yet, not everywhere.
So it's not taking
but you will see them. Yeah, you will see them, but not everywhere.
It's not taking over, Diane, is it?
Yes, it will. It will take over eventually.
Why? So you think in 50 years' time, every woman in Britain will be wearing a burqa?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Genuinely, Diane.
Yeah.
Does she realize wearing a burqa is actually related to being religious? More specifically, being closely related to the Islamic religion. Like, does she realize that people that aren't religious and people that are religious but not Muslims don't wear burqas? Does she realize that? I don't think she does. I think she just thinks burqa is just something you wear randomly. Does she realize it's actually closely knitted to a religion? Because if she does, then how do you fathom the idea that it's going to take over? These people are not real. She's not real. These people aren't real. Where did they get their information from?
Yeah, genuinely.
You think in 50 years from now, everyone in Plymouth, every woman will be wearing a burqa?
Why do they expect us to go along with all their rules? When we go to their countries, we abide by their rules.
But they don't expect us to follow their rules, do they? They're not saying you should wear a burqa.
Yeah, when we go to their... No, but if we go to their country, they're expecting us to abide by their rules.
Yes, but there's no rule in this country against wearing a burqa,
but there should be. There should be, because everywhere you look now, that's what you see. And we don't wear burqas in this country.
You're getting angry about people not abiding by rules in this country.
I'm not getting angry. I'm just saying that we don't wear burqas in this country, and we don't want them here.
A lot of people do. We've had a lot of callers today saying they have no issue with it, Diane.
Now, towards the end, she actually does make a good point. She does actually say that when you go to their countries, you're not allowed to wear what you want to wear. But then when you come to this country, you are allowed. That's the beauty of having a country that's actually free. That's the beauty of democracy. That's the beauty of free speech. Like, all these things they go from just free speech, democracy, all these things, and they translate into the everyday life. Being able to choose what you want to wear, being able to eat what you want to eat, being able to dress the way you want, go where you want, whatever time you want. That's the beauty of having a democratic country. That's the beauty of it. She is right. If you go to like mainly Islamic countries, there are ways you wouldn't be allowed to dress, right? But no one is looking at that country in envy, thinking, wow, I really want to be like that country. No, people are looking to the West, like in this country, the UK, thinking it's much better to be here than over there because it does allow you to be the best version of yourself by being able to wear what you want. That's the beauty of living in a democratic system, democratic country, because you can do what you want. So she is right, but this is a vastly different country to those countries that she's naming. And generally, I don't think people would choose that country over this country, considering you can choose what you want to do. No one is forcing you to do anything. That's the beauty of democracy. That's just my thoughts. If you're in around there, drop a like on the video and also subscribe.